Yo, $5.9 trillion giant Fidelity just dropped a new retirement product based entirely around Bitcoin. And Fidelity did this only days after they dropped a new report saying that the Bitcoin bull run is not over. Today, we're not only going to be explaining why the third largest asset manager in the world launched a Bitcoin retirement product, but also some new data reveals why you could retire on much less Bitcoin than you think by 2030. We also have a very special guest joining us today. We got NVK in the house. NVK is the CEO of CoinKite. We recently just partnered with them. They make the best Bitcoin hardware wallets in the game. NVK, thank you so much for joining us today, bro.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
So, guys, let's jump straight into today's news regarding Fidelity. Fidelity introduces retirement accounts with minimal fee crypto investing. I don't know what that means, but we'll find out in a second. Fidelity, a financial services company with $5.9 trillion in assets under management, has introduced new retirement accounts that will allow Americans to invest in crypto nearly fee-free. The crypto IRAs are offered by Fidelity Digital Assets, a subsidiary of Fidelity that has traditionally offered institutional investors the opportunity to buy and sell crypto. The broadening of its client base may be another signal of the changing crypto landscape in the United States, which has seen the adoption of a strategic Bitcoin reserve and multiple companies, including stablecoin issuer Circle, filing for initial public offerings. Fidelity states that for security, it holds the majority of its crypto in cold storage, which consists of crypto wallets not connected to the internet. I want to get NVK's thoughts on this as the in-house cold storage manufacturing expert. Rodolfo, thoughts?
Well, I mean, it's like not your keys, not your coins. But listen, I have no issues with any of this financialized Bitcoin products. It's great. Everybody that you don't like is going to be buying Bitcoin, including Fidelity. Maybe you like them, like maybe that works for you. I don't give a shit anymore. It's like, people should just get Bitcoin however they can, and like tell people who tell them that they're doing it wrong to go take a hike.
Yeah, I love that. Love that take. Opti, do you have a take before I continue with the article?
Well, I just find it. No, not on the cold storage setup. That's why MVK's here. So let's keep going on the article.
All right. While the direct purchases of cryptocurrencies in an IRA has never been strictly prohibited, few IRA providers have allowed such purchases, according to Investopedia. Therefore, Fidelity's new IRAs may signal a change in the environment. Still, for enthusiasts of BTC and ETH, there have been other options since 2024. This is maybe I'm a little bit biased here, but if you are saving for retirement and ETH, you will definitely have fun staying poor. Anyways, since the debut of those ETFs, investors in the US have been able to gain exposure to crypto markets from their retirement accounts, depending on the brokerage. There has also been the rise of Bitcoin IRAs, which are self-directed retirement accounts that offer tax advantages. Some crypto companies offer digital asset-specific IRAs like IRA, where individuals can add altcoin. Oh my God, I didn't even want this. It hurts me saying this. Anyways, the other thing I want to talk about on today's show, which was Fidelity's bringing up this report, saying, listen, you can now, for whatever reason, you could buy Bitcoin or whatever through Fidelity. You can use that to save for retirement. But the thing that I wanted to focus on today, the thing I wanted to touch on, the thing that Opti has not let me speak about for many months now is like the topic that a lot of people are questioning, which is how much Bitcoin do you need to retire, right? Let's leave all the shit coining aside, right? So how much Bitcoin do you need to retire? I think that's the question. There's this BlackRock report that was released a couple days ago. Is the actual annual letter by Larry Fink, and he's making the case that you need $2 million in fiat to retire. I don't know what that translates to in Bitcoin terms at the moment. Opti, if you could do the math real quick. And I have this handy dandy calculator, the Bitcoin retirement calculator, and allows you to plug in all the numbers that you wish. and we're going to plug in some numbers because I know you guys absolutely love this type of content. And there's something that I know, Rodolfo, you've said in the past many times, you should be storing your Bitcoin as if it was worth 10 times what it's worth today. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, I think I repeat that like every time the price moves. It's like, if the price is down, buy the dip, store in the hardware wallet. If the price is moving up, just remember, because it does happen, right? I mean, people buy BTC, they finally take custody of it, and then they forget that BTC on a phone, and then 5 years later, the Bitcoin is worth 10 times more, and then they freak out or they lost the Bitcoin. It's very common. So like I always accompany that with the link with the bitcoinsecurity.org. I try to keep it very simple there. Just get your shit together because the price will go up.
I love that. Yeah, get your shit together because the price will go up. And I think one of the things that you guys say over there at CoinKite is sleep sound at night technology. Did I butcher it? Something along those lines. Along those lines.
Night technology.
Sleep at night technology. Here's the website that Rodolfo was talking about. We're going to put it in the live chat. Also, shout out to the live stream, 729 live viewers so far. If you guys are enjoying the show, make sure to smash that like button. You guys are listening to Simply Bitcoin Live. Our guest today is NVK from CoinKite. We're going to be talking all things CoinKite during the culture segment. We'll get to that in just a second. But first, we're going to ask the question, how much Bitcoin do you need to retire by 2030? And Opti was doing the maths in the background. And if we were taking the numbers from Larry Fink, he says you need roughly $2 million to retire. That equates to 24 Bitcoin in today's, with an $81,000 or $82,000 Bitcoin. So we're going to plug all of this into this. And if you guys have some numbers as well, put it in the chat and we'll put it into the calculator. So it says amount of Bitcoin you HODL. We're going to go to, 24, right, Opti? 24.
Yeah, 24.
And life expectancy, let's say 85. We're going to keep it at 85. Current age, let's say 35. Annual estimated buy. How much Bitcoin is people buy? Let's say $100. Let's say $100 a month.
Say you're not buying any.
Let's say $100 a month. $100 a month. So what is that? $1,200, right? I'm gonna ask MVK this question. MVK, what is the price annual growth of Bitcoin, percentage wise?
I think it's 30% year over year for the last 15 years or something.
You think it will be like that moving forward?
Okay, listen, if you wanna cut 30% off of that, just do 20%.
Okay, we'll stick with 20%. Inflation rate. What is the inflation rate? 5%.
Well, it depends. Who you at?
Inflation rate in the U.S. and Canada. What are we talking about here? 3%, 5%, 10%.
I think we should use the real stuff, not what they say, because that's what affects people. So let's put 7 to 10%.
All right, let's put 7%. And then desired annual income. What are we putting here?
You put yours there.
All of this was just there before I got there. What was the average? Let's put
average
60,
income. It was 60.
So let's put 60,000. 1, 2, 3. Okay. What was there before? Like, let's put half a mil.
I think it was 50.
Let's put half a mil. So 60,000. All right. And what are we? Okay. So your retirement age would be 49. So 49. So if you had 20, that sounds very depressing. You know what it is? It's the inflation rate, man. The inflation rate kills it. So let's move the inflation rate down to 3%. The retirement age would be 42.
Inflation is so bad that like even Bitcoin might not help you.
Oh man. Okay. So with the 60, this is pretty depressing. This isn't that great. Okay. Let's say the annual appreciation rate is 30%. Let's see. Does that fix anything? No, this has to be wrong, bro. This has to be wrong. 40?
Well, that's 5 years. That's 2030.
Oh, that's right, because the person's 35.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not that depressing. That's pretty awesome.
5
Okay.
years. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Okay. All right. Let's play around with this. So let's put 20%. Let's see what the chat is saying too. 20% annual growth?
I don't know. We got 60%. I'm guessing that's annual growth.
No way it's going to 60, bro.
Clarify this, Robert. What was this 60%? That's all we got.
Okay. All right. Well, Opti, I'm going to pass it on to you. Let's plug in some numbers.
Okay, let's plug in some numbers here. We can keep those. Amount of Bitcoin you hodl, annual estimate buy. We'll keep that. Price annual growth. What's Sailor been saying? 40% a year?
I think he said 40%.
40% a year. And I'm more of an extremist, so let's go on the high end of inflation. Let's do 10%.
Okay. High end of inflation, 10%. All right. 46. 11 years. Not bad.
We'll take that.
Not bad. Rodolfo, you want to plug in some numbers?
Wait, guys, clarify what these numbers are. What's 26 mean? Like, I need clarification on what you want plugged in.
Dude.
Hit me with
Price
some numbers.
Grow 40%. You guys are.
Hey, that's
Yeah,
Sailors.
yeah.
That's what Sailor's been saying. So,
Okay.
10%.
I would put 25, which is the bear.
25 bear case. All right. If you have 24 Bitcoin,
and then estimate by whatever. Let's go annual retirement income. You're gonna need more than 60K a year to retire.
all right. So let's put like
well, like 100K
with inflation, because they're not calculating inflation on the final number. It's not like you guys need to upgrade that chart.
yeah, it's true.
By the time you're retiring, the number needs to be 200K.
Let's put 200K.
There you go. Life expectancy. I mean, I don't know your drinking habits, but it's fine. I think you guys are onto something there. There you go.
85. Okay, so $1,200 estimated by price annual growth 25. Annual
Change
inflation rate.
the amount of Bitcoin to 615. I bet a lot of people really went into that.
6.15. All right.
Yeah.
So if you started at 35 and you wanted to take out 200K and the annual inflation rate is 10% and Bitcoin grows by 25% a year, you'd be able to retire at age 63.
So the only way to actually retire nowadays is by holding Bitcoin, apparently.
Yeah, because if you don't, I think you're absolutely screwed.
All right, wait, Nico, one more number. We got a number in the chat. So Joshua says 55% growth and 12% inflation, and then we got another number of 3.125 for the amount you hold.
3.125, 3.1.
That's shrinkflation.
All right, so 53, it's better. 53 age.
Bulltard's in the chat. Let's go.
I'll just say Larry Fink's number was pretty close in terms of the number what you'd be able to retire with. Need liquidity without having to sell your Bitcoin? For more than 6 years now, Ledn has been the trusted choice for Bitcoin-backed lending with transparency, security, and trust at their core. I absolutely love these guys, and I personally have not only an account with them, but also a loan. And some of the key features that I love about Ledn is the fact that there are no monthly payments. You pay at the end of the term. You also have the ability to roll over the loan as well, and you can pay it back whenever you want. Essentially what they do is that they help their clients unlock the liquidity of their BTC, allowing you to HODL while still accessing the wealth of your Bitcoin. They've been battle tested with their focus on transparency, security, and trust, allowing them to build a proven track record of client success and security, helping tens of thousands of clients harness the value of their digital assets with confidence and peace of mind. Learn more about what your BTC can do for you. Check out ledn.io today.